You do know our next guest best for his billion-dollar fitness
Is it
empire.
really $1 billion?
Yes.
No, it's actually a
Couple? A billion?
over $3.5 billion.
Well, listen, so
I didn't make any of it, so
his
everyone else
products
did.
are in more than 45 million homes. His infomercials are in 81 countries. He's made a living motivating others with one simple catchphrase. What is it, Tony?
You can do it.
You
can do it.
That's the Tony Little that the world knows well. But there is another side to him, and he joins us now to share what is an amazing story of personal triumph and tips for people at home to conquer their own life. Welcome to the show. You're the perfect guest for us.
It's great to be here. I mean, you look at, I've always believed you take an adversity and you turn it into a victory.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you have to change your mindset to change your life.
And you really are a rags to riches story. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, how did you build your empire?
Oh, by believing in myself. You know, I mean, always.
Well, how did you overcome the self-doubt? Because not everyone believes in themselves.
Well, you know what? I take it a little simpler than everyone else. I go like, because I've had so many things happen to me in my life, I'm never going to stop some of the things that happen to me in life, but I can change the way I respond to it. And I never want to go backwards. I never want to stay where I'm at. I always want to go forward. Life's short. So I just have an attitude that I believe I can accomplish something, which gives me a much better chance of doing that than a negative attitude.
Absolutely.
Right?
And you mentioned some things that have happened to you before, and you talk about these in your books and your interviews. Just to name a few, you survived a physically abusive marriage, being drugged and kidnapped, your father's suicide, struggles with drugs and alcohol. I mean, 4 near fatal car accidents, a lot of stuff happening. Talk about resilience. I mean, what's the secret for someone at home who has problems in their life? How do they get over it?
You know, again, I go back to the keeping it simple and saying, you've just got to realize, you know, when I say you can do it, I look at what's the alternative.
Yeah.
You can't do it, right?
Right.
So you kind of have to believe in yourself. You have to keep going forward. It also ends up being, I hate to say it, but almost like a numbers game. There's 100 paths up a mountain, right? It might take 99 paths that don't work, and then you find the one that gets you to the top. And you just have to believe in yourself and stay away from negative people, right? Because they suck the energy out
all
of
the
you.
time.
We've said if you need to
Hang out with the energy givers,
there you go.
right?
Not the takers.
But Tony, there must have been a moment, it's got to have been at least one moment where you said, I don't know if I can do this. There must have been a moment of self-doubt. How did you get through that? How did you pull yourself up?
You know, I was 2 years in after my accident where I was hit by a school bus and I lost my bodybuilding career. So I was 2 years in a small 1-bedroom condo, and one day I actually got inspired by seeing Jane Fonda start on the air. And I just said, you know, she's going out and she's now teaching people to exercise, but she probably had a trainer. And so that motivated me to get up and really do something for myself and help other people. And it just spread from there. But I mean, the things that I've been through, it's like when my back is against a wall, I perform better. I do better. It's just the mentality I've had since I've had so many things in my life. I mean, not too long ago, even after going through everything I've went through with my life, my wife and I had premature babies, and they were 1.5 pounds each.
Wow.
All right, so they were almost close to going. And 3 months in the NICU, I learned that's one of the hardest areas I've ever been.
Because you couldn't control that.
Couldn't control it, couldn't touch them, couldn't. But being there, they know you're there.
And that's when you realize what's most important in life, and being right here with these babies is most
nothing more important than kids.
Yep.
So was part of the solution for you, Tony, setting a goal, because you said, I saw Jane Fonda, then I set a goal and I did it. And the second was, when your back is up against the wall, you say, this is a challenge.
I have to, because I can't have my back against a wall, otherwise I never move forward.
And there's your beautiful family, too.
I just have an attitude that, you know, I mean, it was great. My wife became very positive. She went through a little postpartum issues, depression. That was very hard at the same time, having the babies in the hospital, then her going through that. But you know what? We're strong. And people have to be strong.
What is the one, or even more than one, thing that you're truly grateful for?
My children. They're the best production I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's amazing.
Aw, Tony Little.
Yeah.
You're
That
such
was
a great guy. We're so happy you're here
Thank
with
you for
us.
your humility and your graciousness.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah,
touching.
Seriously.
Thank you.
And you're going to stick around with us for the rest of the show because we want to have some fun with you too. And if you want to check out more about him, head to TonyLittle.com because you've got some amazing stuff out there. And it's not just fitness, it's nutrition, it's a truly motivational
Can you feel his heart?
website.
Can you feel what comes
He
from
is
him?
a genuinely great guy, I got to
You have a
tell
great
you.
aura. You have a wonderful aura of sincerity and purity. Thank you.
I'm fortunate.